My white friend once called me the N-word, showed up in blackface at a wedding, and only hired me as a diversity token. So I exposed years of fraud in his company, took his job, and now he's forced to work under me. There are moments in your life when you realize you've been played, used. And for me, that moment hit like a physical blow when I finally understood why I'd been brought into that fancy corporate office. It wasn't for my skills. It was because I was black, and they needed a token. Growing up in Maine, being one of the only black kids around meant my friend groups were always predominantly white. I thought I'd become numb to it. The N-word was practically a standard greeting, and some of my classmates even used to whip me with towels, pretending I was their slave. It was twisted. But as I got older, people seemed to get a bit more educated, and that kind of casual cruelty just stopped. Until I met Trent. It was orientation week in college, and this guy, Trent, comes up to me. The very first thing he says, "Wow, is that jumper cotton? You must have picked it yourself." My blood ran cold. I didn't laugh, I just glared. He must have taken the hint because he actually shut up for a couple of nights. Then we ended up at a frat party. And there we were, standing near a group of attractive girls when his jokes re-emerged. "I always tell this one," he'd say, pointing right at me. "It's amazing how his ancestors used to be out on the fields. Meanwhile, he's just partying." "His head off!" The laughter erupted around him. I just looked down at the ground. I didn't want to interrupt their fun with a confrontation, so I let it slide. Big mistake. Once Trent figured out he could get girls' attention using me as the punchline, he wasn't backing down. The entire night turned into an escalating nightmare of me being the butt of every racist joke. By the time we were leaving, he was straight up calling me the N-word with the hard R. So on the Uber ride back to my dorm, I fed him water and bread. I wanted him sober. As soon as that car pulled away, I swung. He was lanky, so he stumbled backward, a fake surprised look plastered on his face. I told him, right then and there, that if he ever pulled anything like that again, we'd never speak. He apologized, of course, blamed it on the alcohol. And honestly, his bruised face made me feel a little bad. I ended up forgiving him. Even with everything that came next, I still don't regret it. I believe everyone deserves a second chance. A few months later, he invited me to full story video added in below.